What I liked about the opportunity at Omnitrax was that it was diverse. You know, in any given day, I could work on 10 different industries, you know, let alone the different functions within the industry. And so that's what was really enticing and exciting to me, and it still is. I was hired 2.5 years ago, straight out of an MBA program, straight out of business school. And, you know, when I look at where I am today, particularly compared to where a lot of my business school colleagues are, my career has really blossomed here and grown very quickly and in a way that I'm proud of.
You'll learn a lot about people, and I think that's what's great about Omnitrax, is the people that work here and the diversity that we do have within the company. I started out as a conductor, went to a locomotive engineer, went to a DSLE, went to a train master, all within 3 years. I was promoted to superintendent within my 5th year, general manager in 7 years. There's just so much potential for the opportunities here. If anybody wants to take that initiative and take that extra strive to move up the corporate ladder, it's available.
So as I looked around and looked for opportunities in the railroad markets, looking to leave trucking potentially, and I talked to people about coming to Omnitrax specifically, it became apparent right away that Omnitrax wasn't just a typical railroading company. They had a lot of other things going on that made them a much more interesting prospect for, you know, real estate or oil and gas, and Pat Bro, the owner, you know, being a self-made person himself, and you know, that's what that was a big attraction factor for me for coming to Omnitrax.
I get to travel, and I enjoy the interactions with other people and training and just helping the company grow. When I started with Omnitrax, it was to me just a job. I was 20 years old. 16 years later, through advancement, you know, I've been able to make a career out of it.
I have been employed by Omnitrax since 1991. You know, when I first started working for the railroad, I was just a lonely key punch operator. And now I'm a general manager. And it's like I was given that opportunity. And where else can you go from a key punch operator to a general manager, you know? It's awesome. I couldn't have worked for better people. When my husband was sick, they let me be off of work. I took a leave of absence and I was paid. I was treated really well. It was the best. I didn't have to worry about my job. They wanted me to just focus on Don.
My favorite thing of working at Omnitrax is just the great team that I get to work around. There's a lot of strong leaders here, and I feel with their leadership I'll continue to grow even further. Well, I enjoy going to the different rail operations because it gives me an opportunity every time to see what kind of change that I can implement. What can I put in place? What can I do to improve the railroad, the culture, the financials, everything that has to do with, you know, all the day-to-day operations. And I mean, that's just what really drives me, and why I really enjoy my job, because I know that it's going to be exciting for me every time I go and there's a new challenge every time I go to one of the railroads that I operate.
There's definitely growth opportunities within Omnitrax. They've provided so many opportunities for me to grow within my career, and I've learned so much along the way, not just about transportation, but about the oil and gas industry, about the real estate industry, and private equity companies.
I've always been told is if you don't love your job, you're not going to do it very often. Well, you know, I've been here for 16 years. I love my job. I enjoy everything I do.